Hello everyone, welcome back to Minus to Millions. We're in the third day of April now, and we've got £4,746 in the bank. And the main thing we need to do today is some more work on the field that we ploughed in last episode. But before I get started with that, I'll quickly check the used vehicle sale to see if there's any deals on tractors. And there isn't. There is a few things in the sale though, but no tractors. Now while I'm in the shop, we may as well lease a stump grinder, because we have got that stump in the field that needs to be removed before we can do any work. And it's £127 to lease, so it's only cheap. So let's lease this, and then I can head over to the shop and pick it up. Okay, I've brought the stump grinder over from the shop, and there's only this one stump that we need to remove. And then we can move on to getting the stones picked up off the field. So we'll have to lease a stump grinder to do that. Okay, that's the stump removed, so we don't need the stump grinder anymore. So I'll have to return that to the shop. And I think I'll just return it through the menu, because we have got a pallet of lettuce that we can take to sell. And it does take a long time driving up to the shop in the skid steer loader. So it isn't worth driving up there in this, and then coming back and driving back up there in the pickup truck to sell the lettuce. So it will be much easier to return it through the menu. So I think I'll just do that. Okay, let's get this pallet loaded onto the pickup. And we should get around £500 for this, so that will help towards the cost of leasing a stone picker. And that should be fine just there. I'll quickly strap it down and then we can take it to sell. Actually, before we take it to sell, I think our chickens could do with some more food. Because as they're a bit older now, they will be using more feed. So I'll quickly go over there and we can top that up. And we haven't fed the chickens since we first got them, but we have still got that bag that we used to feed them, and there is a little bit left in that, so I think I'll just use that. Right, let's pick this bag up, and I think there's 250 litres left in here, because there's 1,000 litres in the bag, and I think this chicken pasture holds 750 litres of food. So let's see, I think we might need to use another bag, but I'm not sure. No, it's stopped filling up. And there is still some left in this bag because it hasn't disappeared. So I'll put that back over here for now. And I can actually check how much is left in this bag if I get out the skid steer loader. So let's do that. Okay, we've only got 13 litres left in there. So the next time they need food, I'll use that just to get rid of the bag. And then we can start using the other bags. The chickens don't really use much food though, so them bags will last us quite a while. Anyway, let's go and get the lettuce sold. Right, let's see how much we get for this. And once I've sold this, I'll lease a stone picker so we can start work on our field. Because we do need to get things done quite quickly on there, as we've only got until the end of May to get the crops sown. And we got £494, which is a bit less than we usually get, so the price for lettuce must have dropped. Now let's see how much a stone picker is to lease. And I think it was quite expensive last time. I'm not sure if we have enough horsepower for the bigger one. No, we don't. We need 200. So we'll have to go with this one here. And it's £1,275 to lease. So it is quite expensive, but we have got to get the stones off our field. So I'll lease this. And we can't tow that with the pickup truck. So I'll have to bring the tractor over here to take it back over to our field. So let's go and get that. Okay, I've brought the stone picker over to our field. So let's unfold it, and then we can get started. And this shouldn't take us long to get done, at least nowhere near as long as it did to plough the field. I'm not going to roll this field either, because it doesn't increase the yield bonus by much at all. So for the time it takes to do, and the money it will cost us to lease a roller, it isn't worth doing. Now there is quite a few stones on this field, so I think we might have quite a few litres in the stone picker once we finish. And we couldn't sell the stones when we picked them up off our field last time. But I will try to sell them again, and hopefully we will be able to. It does show the price for stones and where to sell them, so obviously they can be sold. But like I said, last time it wouldn't let us. So I think it must have been a bug. That was a while ago though, and it might have been fixed by now. So let's get this field finished, and then hopefully we can get the stones sold. Okay, that's all the stones picked up off the field, and we've got 1,098 litres of stones from it. So let's go and see if we can sell them. I don't think we'll get much money for them though, so it doesn't really matter if we can't. And we've got to go up to the shop anyway to return the stone picker. Right, let's see if we can sell these. And I'll try this sell point first. No, stones aren't accepted here, so let's go and try the other one. And it won't accept them here either, so we aren't going to be able to sell them. So I'll have to do what we done before and return the stone picker. I'm not sure why we can't sell them, because like I said, it does show the price for stones. But they aren't worth much anyway, so we're not going to be losing out on a lot of money. So it doesn't matter. Okay, that's the stone picker returned, and while we're up at the shop, we may as well lease a fertiliser spreader, because I think our field will need lime. So let's have a look. Yeah, it does. So we can get that done now, and we won't have to buy lime just yet, because we have still got some on a pallet that we can use. If that's not enough, then we will have to buy more, but I'd rather use what's left before spending money on any more. And I'll get the Vicon spreader that we always use, because it's cheap to lease and it has a good working width. I'll put the extension on as well, because it only holds 1,000 litres without the extension, and I think there's over 1,000 litres on the pallet that we have. And it's £188 to lease, so it is very cheap. So I'll get that connected to the trailer, and then we can take it back and get it filled up. Okay, I've brought the skid steer loader over here to move the pallet of lime, because it's close to the others and I don't want to fill the trailer with the wrong thing. And we've got 1,631 litres of lime, so it's a good thing we put the extension on the spreader. I was going to lift the pallet up to load the spreader, but I can't lift it high enough without tipping this, so I'll have to load it directly into the spreader. I'm not sure if we'll have enough lime to cover the whole field, as it is a lot bigger than our other field, so I think we might have to buy more, but we'll see how it goes. And if I start around here, we should be using the full working width of the spreader. Okay, that's perfect. The lime is being used very quickly, so we definitely will need to buy more. It's not too expensive though, and we get 2,000 litres in a bag, which is more than this spreader can hold. So we'll still have some left over after filling the spreader up. And we are covering quite a large area with this spreader, so we might only need to buy one more bag to get this field finished. And whatever we use this time will be the same amount that we'll need next time when we do this, so at least we'll know that. Now we've only got 496 litres of lime left in the spreader to go down this side, so I'm not sure if we'll make it to the end before we run out. No, I don't think we will. We might get close to the end, but definitely not all the way. So wherever we run out along here will be where I'll start from once we've refilled the spreader. And it is going to be very close. I think we could just make it past this rock with what we've got left in the spreader. But we definitely aren't going to make it to the end. Okay, we've run out just before we got to the end. And there is still a lot of the field left, so I'm not sure if one more bag will be enough. We might even need two. But I'll only buy one for now, because I don't want to buy more than we need. And I'll get a bag of lime as it's cheaper than a pallet, and we get the same amount. And it's 350 for 2,000 litres, which isn't too bad. So let's buy this, and then we can go and refill the spreader. And we'll still have 350 litres left in this bag once we've refilled the spreader, because it only holds 1,650 litres. Okay, it's full, so let's head back to our field and carry on. So we need to finish off this part first, then I think it would be best to go back up the field. And we used around 100 litres of lime just on that small part. Looking at what's left of the field from here, and how quickly we're using the lime, I think we're going to need another bag, because what we've got left in the bag up the shop isn't going to go far at all. Even if we buy another bag and don't use all of the lime, we can unload it on a pallet like we did before, then we can use it next time. And we've got 860 litres left in the spreader after coming up the field, so we should be able to make it to the bottom, but I don't know if we'll make it all the way back up to the top before we run out. No, we definitely won't be able to. So I think we'd be better off going widthways along the bottom until the spreader runs out. And that will leave us with only a small part of the field in the middle left to do. And we've got 251 litres left in the spreader now, so we'll probably only be able to go across here once or twice. We'll definitely make it across once, but I'm not sure about twice. And we've got 123 litres left in the spreader after doing that, so we should be able to go across this part. Okay, we've run out and only missed a little bit here. And there isn't a lot of the field left now, but we will need to buy more lime, because we definitely need more than what we have left in the bag at the shop. So I'll buy another bag, and then we can go and refill the spreader. Okay, I've refilled the spreader, so let's get this finished. And we've still got quite a bit of lime in the bag that we just bought, so once we've finished this, I'll go and load that into the spreader, then we can bring it back and unload it onto a pallet. And we should have quite a bit left in the spreader once we've finished. Now it's a bit wider at this top part, so I think if we go across here widthways, then we should be able to cover what's left on the way down the field. Hopefully we will be able to, because if I can't cover it all, we'll have to go back over what we've missed, which will be a very small bit. So most of the line will go where we've already covered, and we'll be using more than we need to. But it looks like we will be able to cover what's left if we go in the middle. Yeah, that's perfect. And I think the spreader will be around half full once we've done this. Okay, that's the field finished, and we've got 760 litres left in the spreader. So I'll go up to the shop and load up what we have left in the bag, and I think that should nearly fill the spreader up. Right, let's get this bag loaded up, and I'm not sure how much is left in this bag. Okay, we've got 1,460 litres in the spreader, so it's nearly full. So let's go and unload this onto a pallet. I'll unload this here, then I can use the skid steer loader to put it back next to the other ones. And I'm not going to return the spreader to the shop either, because I think it might be cheaper to keep it on lease, because we're going to need to fertilise our field soon, and I'll have to lease it again. So if I keep it on lease for a day or two, hopefully that will work out cheaper. We have also got some fertiliser on a pallet here that we can use, and the fertiliser doesn't get used nowhere near as quick as the lime, so hopefully what's left on that pallet will be enough, because fertiliser is very expensive. Okay, all that's left to do now is put the vehicles and equipment back. So that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like, and feel free to subscribe so you never miss another video.